All right, let's cut right through the noise. Today, we're figuring out which of the big three AI models, GPT, Claude, or Gemini, is the right tool for you. We're going to break down their strengths, what they're best at, and how you can actually use them to get ahead.
It really does feel like a sea of similar sounding names, doesn't it? But here's the secret. It's not about finding the one AI that's best overall. No, the real question is which one is the absolute perfect fit for the specific job you have right in front of you.
Here's a simple way to think about it that makes everything click. Whether you're using ChatGPT, or you're on the Claude website, or you're in the Gemini app, you're really just walking through a different door to talk to the same kind of powerful AI brain that's doing all the heavy lifting in the background. So let's try and navigate this maze together, because to really get the differences, we first have to understand what's actually powering all of them under the hood. Okay, so at their core, all these things are what we call large language models, or LLMs. The easiest way to picture it, it's like the autocomplete on your phone, but imagine if it drank 10 espressos and read like the entire internet. They aren't thinking, they're just masters at predicting the next word in a sentence, and from that simple idea, all this amazing stuff emerges. Okay, so now that we've got that down, let's meet the main players. It helps to think of them as having different personalities because they were really built to do different things well. So you've got GPT, which is kind of the popular do-it-all, all-rounder. Then there's Claude. That's the specialist. It's laser-focused on tough technical work. And finally, you have Gemini, the ultimate insider because it's woven right into the entire Google world you probably already use. All right, let's get to the main event, the head-to-head comparison. This is where you'll really see how they stack up and where each one just pulls away from the pack. So here's the crucial trade-off. Look at GPT. Its superpower is its massive ecosystem. It's got an app, plugins for everything. It's just so easy to use. It's the ultimate generalist. Claude, on the other hand, that's the professional's choice. It's an absolute beast for coding and for tearing through huge documents like legal contracts. And it's famous for being brutally honest. If your idea has a flaw, it's going to tell you. And that brings us to the other big battleground: ecosystem versus integration. GPT is the platform. Hundreds of other apps are built right on top of it. Its strength is scale. But Gemini's power, that comes from being built into the stuff you already use every day. It can summarize that monster email chain in Gmail or build a slide deck from a Google Doc, and you don't have to copy and paste a single thing. That is the magic of integration.
Okay, so knowing all this is great, but so what, right? How does this actually help grow a business? Let's stop talking theory and get practical. Let's see how these tools can make you way more efficient. The entrepreneur Dan Martell puts it perfectly. The goal here isn't to create more work for yourself. The point is to use these tools to automate the tedious stuff, freeing you and your team up to focus on what really moves the needle.
And this is where it gets really, really cool. The power isn't in using just one tool, it's about chaining them together. Just imagine this workflow. A customer pays, and bam, they're automatically in your CRM. A second later, a personalized welcome email drafted by an AI using notes from the sales call hits their inbox. It can even prepare the kickoff presentation for you. That's how you scale. Okay, let's pull all of this together into something you can actually use right now. The ultimate AI cheat sheet, your go-to guide for picking the right model for any task. So after all the comparisons and the real-world examples, it all comes down to this, doesn't it? You have a task in front of you. Which model should you actually use? Well, here's the breakdown. This is it, your go-to guide. Think of GPT as your trusty Swiss Army knife. It's your all-rounder for creative tasks and quick answers. But when you need a scalpel for some serious deep work like complex coding, you call in Claude. And if you live and breathe inside Google's world, Gemini is your unfair advantage, your insider that already knows what you're working on. And maybe the single most important takeaway from all of this is right here. Don't marry one model. That's the biggest mistake people make. The real pros, the people getting the most out of this tech, they're using two or even all three. They treat them like apps on their phone. It's a toolkit, not a single hammer. So there you have it. You've got the cheat sheet, you know the players, you know their strengths. You're equipped to make the right choice. The only real question left is, what problem are you going to go solve first?